Hello, hello, boys. Good evening, everyone. Look at this screen. Look at this damn screen. We are stuck with classic Xbox update. So I was using this earlier today. Absolutely fine. Turned it back on this evening. Was all happy for the stream. 7:55. Xbox is like, no, you need an update, mate. You need an update. So we've had no chance on anything here. But just thought I'll try and keep things going. Obviously, Rossi is holding the helm, and he is actually the host of the lobbies this evening anyway. So if you want to get involved, please do jump on LZR Rossi on Forza Motorsport 7 and be able to get involved in the lobby. And obviously, I will be joining it as soon as I can. But I can see some of you guys up in the chat. Commando, Mr. Tab, Manny, aka Greek, you absolute legend. Mr. B Gap, Andrew as well. Hope you're all doing very well. And Commando, I do not appreciate that dig. I mean, like, because I always actually get to the desk early to always like check on stuff, and yeah, it's just been a really bad streak recently. Like last week, I had an issue where like the laptop and Elgato wasn't connecting, so that like delayed me. This week, I'm having issues with the Xbox itself wanting the update at the most stupid time. Like, I really wish I could have got this prompt. I don't know, even half an hour ago would have been good. But yeah, oh gosh, stands for restart. Absolutely, man. Absolutely stands for restart. So I just wanted to like pop by, say hello. I think what I'll do is jump in Rossi's party chat shortly, very shortly. I have already sent him a message, but in case he hasn't already known, guys, just maybe let him know in his chat. Although, as I said, I've tried to reach out to him already, so just have to wait for this thing. I don't think it's long until it's done, to be honest. This is the slow part, just getting the actual download part stuff. So, worst case scenario on my stream, we might miss the first race. We might do, but you know, it's no big deal. It's typically a warm up race anyway, so I'm not too worried. The important thing is that I cater to you guys that are here. I make sure that your voices are being heard, and I hear them loud and clear in the chat. So I hope you guys are doing well. Why don't you let me know whilst we're waiting? Are there any particular cars you've been trying out which you're not particularly used to? R class is always one for me where I'm effectively every car I'm trying for nearly the first time. There's really only the Cougar, which is like the meme car I've got, the all-wheel drive swap, and a couple of cars that I'm really familiar with. But even at R900, it's a bit of a stretch for me. I'm just not comfortable in it at all, and I know some of you guys feel the same as well. Um, but yeah. That deafening silence because we have not got anything going right now. Cadillac limo in our class. I did not even know you could get that high up. What are the stats on that, Greek? I'd love to know about that. Would love to know. Oh, I think we're very close to getting a restart. Very close, as Mr. Tab insinuated. We're very close to having it. So honestly, like I've got super strong Wi-Fi and like broadband in general, so I don't know why it takes so long for the Xbox to actually do it, to download the data. It's quite mad. The Rufus piggy bank. Yeah, that Subaru 360. I think it can actually run in our class, whether it drives or not. I really hope it doesn't. It's too strong. Like it's too strong in all the classes. So I hope it's not. I hope it's not a weapon at R900. But I tell you what, Mr. Tab, like when you do get an opportunity to race our class, I know you're busy this week, but when you do, just I think you should focus with that Noble. The Noble M600 in our class is such an animal. It's just as strong, if not a bit stronger, in our class than it is in S class. I genuinely think that on some tracks. It's got so much better pull compared to like the Jaguar XJ220. And the Celine as well. I think it's it's much stronger than the Celine in our class. Oh, look at that 99%. Come on. Have to update by now. What I'll do, guys, is I think I'm going to jump into Rossi's party chat just so you guys can, feel like you're a part of it. I don't know if his voice will come through though, because I think I'd have to do that through my mobile. So do not know, do not know. Verifying. What the hell are you verifying, man? What are you having to verify? You've already downloaded the data. You already got it. Ariza, good evening, man. How are you? How is you in the world? Hope everything is going nice and steady for you. Um, in general life, not just gaming. Have you done much of our class in the past, Ariza? It would be good to know about that actually. Built a noble for the first time. You had an R-Class lobby, got humiliated, but to be fair, didn't give it enough time with the tune. Yeah, sure. Like I think if you give it enough time, and just run enough laps around some tracks, I think you will get comfortable with it. Tab. In our class, definitely need the traction control on, but I think you run with TCS on some cars anyway. I think so. Yeah, just take a bit of practice. I think that'll be just a solid car for the entire class, like whenever it comes around. So no excuses, no excuses. We expect to see you every time we do the R-Class lobbies. When you're not working, of course. When you're not working. Nemesis! Not even a hello, just dabs. Just absolute dabs. How you doing, Nemesis? You little legend. Such a top guy in the Forza community. I'm telling you guys. I'm telling you, this man. He does so much in terms of supporting, whether it's streamers or content creators who make liveries in the game, people who make tunes. This man is just an all-round champion of everyone in Forza, and I feel like this man deserves so much love, infinite love from everyone, including Turn 10, including Turn 10. But look, we're finally getting our restart. Restart. There we go. That's worth the dab. That's worth a dab or two. So let's just see how long it takes, and hopefully we'll be able to get going relatively soon. Relatively, anyway. That is true, Ariza. You was in the last R-Class Open lobby. I just wanted to check in on if it's a class you feel like really familiar with. Like, have you actually got quite a few cars that you've made in the class? Most of my tunes that I've seen of yours are in ANS, understandably. So just curious, just curious. Yeah, Nemesis, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. You know, we've got them dabs going. You've even got Mr. Tab with the dab, the tab dab. Just absolutely fuming because of the whole, issue with Elgato. Not even Elgato this time. It's just Xbox. Xbox is having none of it. It's like 7:55 p.m. 5 minutes before the show is supposed to be live. It goes, nah, you got to run an update. Whereas Rossi already had the update earlier today. I was only offered it at 7:55, so it's just nothing I can do about it. Nothing I can do. But I appreciate you guys being patient. I really do. And you know, if you if Rossi is still on his stream, just wondering what the hell's going on, please, like someone just tell him in his chat that John's stuck with an update. Please press on with race one or whatever needs be, and we'll just jump in when we can. Ariza, oh, it's your second favourite class. Oh, sick stuff. I did not know that. It got a few cars, but it's limited. Okay, you might need to give me a shout, Ariza, because my plan was to actually grab quite a few. I did want to grab quite a few tunes today, particularly for any like GT Racing Reborn cars that I can get up, like at least close up to R900. So that's what I was hoping anyway. That's what I hope to do because I really love them cars. I think they're like among my favourite in the game. It's just that, like any of the divisions, if you don't have much time to play on the game, I think like if you don't have like at least 5 hours a week where you can play on Forza, then really trying to get into the divisions just doesn't kind of feel worth it. Does that make any sense? If I did have the time, um, that's probably the division I'd really want to hot lap cars on, because when I have had the time just to practice like 5 or 10 laps, I think some of my times, they can get a top 12, some of them, and some of them I can do that in a bit of like the underrated cars, which I'd love to represent, because it's a pretty balanced division. I think it's one of the better ones in the game. That kind of begs a question for you guys actually in the chat. We've obviously got Forza like GT Endurance as a hopper, long races in the hopper. Do you guys wish there were any other divisions where you could do similar type of races that go on for maybe 20 to 25 minutes? For me, I think I'd love some P and X class, so whether that's Indy cars, the prototype cars, and then probably the GT Racing Reborn cars as well. Yeah, that's a good shout, Ariza. GT with the Racing Reborn cars, absolutely. Yeah, he did reach out to me and said that he's got some, so I will have to run through the list again. And the sooner that Forza gets going on here, the sooner that Phil Spencer admits my access to Xbox Live again, then I think Jula is probably one of the tuners I'll have to look up straight away. But if you can remember some of the cars that you've tuned, Ariza, let me know, because happy to give some a shot, whether it's some of them tonight and then some of them at another point. Mr. B Gap, do you guys ever run GT3 style cars? Yeah, like in R class you can. One of the GT cars I know you can run at R900 is the Aston Martin. Is it DB9? Pretty sure it's the DB9. I'm not familiar of any other GT cars that make it up to the top of R class at R900, but I'd say definitely give that a go. I've driven it, I like it. Rossi's driven it as well on stream, and he makes it look really good. So definitely give that a shot. As for S class though, the GT cars, if it's the Forza GT cars, then I think you need to put drag tires on all of them to get them down to S class. The only exception is the Porsche Cayman GT4. I think I'm correct that it's the Porsche Cayman GT4. That one you don't need drag tires, and it makes a really good like grip car in S class. It's a good grip car. Supercar Renaissance, Elite Factory Racers for endurance. Yeah, they're good shouts. They're good shouts, especially Elite Factory Racers. Like I love Supercars Renaissance because the Maserati MC12, like uh, on some tracks, it's actually pretty decent. Like I remember setting some world records around the Alps in that division with the MC12. They're probably not still world records now, but the car would still be right at the top of the leaderboards. So it kind of shines a lot more there compared to S class. So I'm with you, Tab. And the same goes for Elite Factory Racers Commando. I think it's really cool. I love them cars. I love GT1, like GT1 cars, and then Group 5 cars, which are the ones in IMSA GTO. So like I was saying, old ones like the Lancia or the Ferrari BBLM, the Mazda RX-7 with like 600 horsepower, and Corvette, Lancia, other cars like that, just top stuff, top stuff. A rise at least 99 at R class. Don't know what I can say about that, to be honest. You've just taken me back. You just really have. I don't know what to make of it. I cannot imagine that thing driving. But then again, that's exactly what I told Rossi about the Subaru 360 at S class. I was like, it surely can't drive. No chance. And then look what Rufus and D Squared have done. Like, I think I egged them on, like, in the worst way. I told them, like, it's not possible, and it just gave them all the more motivation to figure it out. So We'll definitely try your Elise 99 at some point. Didn't know that the Maserati and KTM could get down to S-Class though. That is a surprise. Is that with drag tyres? I'm presuming it's with drag tyres. Or can you get them without? Hey, there we go. There we go. Look at this. Look at this. I want you guys to see this. This is the power of Xbox. Phil Spencer has granted me access once more. Dan Greenawalt is like, you know what, John? We're not really a fan of you as a content creator on Forza, but, you know, we've tested you. You've passed the test. You've still got your boys in the chat who are supporting you. So, what's that? Give it another try. Or hope we haven't run into another issue. Dun dun dun. Let's see what we can do. We'll just give it like 30 seconds, then we'll try again. Worst off, I think we'll just have to turn off the Xbox completely and then start all over again. Plenty of Ripperonis going on. Plenty of Ripperonis. Let's try it one more time. Yeah, right. Okay. I'm going to do hard switch off. Alright, okay, that is off. Time to get back on. 1 second. Alright, okay. Let's see if that's fixed it. This is like a terrible way. This is a terrible way to stream, guys. This is not what you guys pay with your time to see. This is not what you want. Oh, look at that. Now it's taking me back. That's a rip. Ripperoni of the highest order. You know what, guys? Just give me one momento. I'm just going to take you back to typical intro screen. I'm just going to try something on the back end of my laptop to see if I can just help speed this up. Yeah, massive oof, Joseph. Be back with you boys in just one moment. Is this it? Have we done it? Have we survived possibly the biggest Ripperoni? Actually, no, it's not the biggest Ripperoni of this stream. We've had much worse. We've had complete Elgato disconnects mid-race. That was far more painful, I think. It's when it's mid-race that I really get stressed out. But I think we're good now. So I think we're good on that side, guys. Think so. Jesus Christ. Let me guys know as long as you can like hear sound and all that jazz. You know, that typical stuff like from the game.
Special vendors here. They always got amazing deals.
This is one of those like downsides that you experience when your life is so busy that you literally cannot even afford to spend an hour on Xbox, other than on the Wednesday evenings, to stream for you lovely viewers. So right, there we go. Let's see if any of these invitations work. Maybe not, don't think so. So I think what we need to do is jump on Rossi here. Jump into the lobby. Sounds good? Nice. We've done it. Thank you guys, thank you. How can I repay you? Maybe you guys should kind of dictate what cars I drive today. Who knows? I feel like I owe you. I do feel like I owe you guys. Success. Yes, Nemesis. Oh, look at that! Is that their first race of the night, or second race? Someone fill me in. Catalonia early on in the evening. Have to say that's a bold choice. That is bold. For now, just gonna jump in here. Don't want my microphone getting in the way of their race because it would crop up like that. So we'll just have to wait until. Oh, I've disconnected from the session. Okay, multiplayer unavailable. Oh, this is fantastic. This is just what we want to see today. Phantom. Well, first off, hello, Phantom. How are you? You said there's a whole tornado outbreak. Oh my lord. How far away is that from you, buddy? Oh boy, that's got me worried, man. Hope you're good. Let's try something a bit novel whilst they're in the race. We'll see if we can just get into a usual lobby. See if it stays connected in here. See what happens. Some people will surely be like, what? JSR John, what is he doing? What is he doing in a hopper? Because I'm practically never in them. Like, ever, so... We'll just see if game can load us in. Oh, the invitations are coming in. That's what we're talking about. Oh yeah. Let's just see if this loads up first. I think it has. Yeah, cool. So we're good on that front. Let's try again. Get into Rossi's lobby. Thank you for the invitations, by the way, Commando and Scribbles. We'll try Scribbles first. See if his one works first. Alright, let's see if it loads us in. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Don't try anything funny. Ah, there's O2R Davey here as well. We got the usual legends: D Squared, Starchy, Commando, Greek. We've got Scribbles. We've got FRF Energy. We don't always see him, but man, he is a quick guy. This is a very quick racer. He is a top talent from South America. Rapid guy who can put down some seriously competitive times. And look, we've got Starchy's, one of Starchy's brothers, O2R Davey. What a legend. I think we're all in now. It's all good. So with that said, let's get in on that party chat.
No worries, Commando, all good. By the time we set up the next one anyway, then it should be rough about 5 minutes. So don't worry too much.
Hello, Mr. Rossi. I believe I have arrived.
John, you're alive.
I am alive, and my Xbox barely is. So, yeah, good evening, man. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Just been, chilling out with the boys for the last half hour or so. Whilst we've been patiently waiting on your arrival.
I hope you've already started like a race or two by now.
Yeah, we've got 2 races in. We raced on Suzuka race 1 and we just did Catalunya there.
Oh, cool stuff. I'm really glad you got that party started. Yeah, my Xbox was absolutely fine through today, and it was set up and everything like that, rearing to go, and then literally. Just as I was opening up Forza and hit live on my stream, Xbox then decided to tell me at 7:55 that it needs an update. So, like, just crazy timing. But fortunately, I've had the boys in my chat keeping us company. So, just a shout out to them all from the very beginning: Commando, Tab, Gree, B Gap, Andrew, Nemesis, Horizon, the whole shebang really, and Joseph. You guys have kept us going. So it's been a hard, 40 minutes, Rossi. I won't lie. It's been hard, but appreciate you, being the captain of the ship and taking the boys forward.
No worries, mate. No worries. It's been a pleasure as always. Now that you're here, John, would you mind picking our third track,
Yeah,
please?
sure. Just run me through. What was the first track that you done?
We did Suzuka race 1 and Catalunya race 2.
Okie dokie. I nominate. Oh boy. Indy GP.
On the GP, alright. Get ourselves going on Indianapolis. 5 or 6 laps, because I know this roughly takes a minute 17. Just do 6?
Yeah, sure. 6 sounds good, buddy.
Yeah, do 6, why not? This is a relatively good track anyway to race on. Yeah, mate, Scribbles, like, I think an oval is like a million years away. Like, for now. I mean, like, ovals that essentially you just plant your right trigger most of the time kind of gets a bit boring. Like, you can get away with Homesteads, like, people can tolerate that, but Like, you know, you can only press the right trigger for so long. You need to press the left trigger every once in a while, or at least let off the right trigger.
Yeah, I think Homestead is probably personally, I think that's the best oval out of them. Like the straights are just short enough where there's enough action, and like the corners are actually really wide, so you can get many cars trying to take different lines and stuff like that. But I'm completely with you, Rossi. The other ovals, it's just gets a bit of a bore.
Yeah, I'd probably say like Indianapolis maybe next on the list, because like sometimes in certain cars you may need to lift off and press the brake a little bit. I think it's more lift off than anything else. But I'd probably say Indianapolis is next on the list, because it's kind of like, it's a unique kind of oval. It's like a rectangular kind of oval.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I don't know if that makes sense, but it's kind of like a smoothed out rectangle, as if somebody's just like smoothed off the of like sharp edges. No sharp edges allowed. I can't even remember what tool it is that you use to smooth the edges off. I think last time I used it was in high school. I need to get the name of it for you next time.
Yeah, I would appreciate that. I would.
I'm gonna have to look that up now. Yeah, D-squared mate. There is such thing as a rectangular oval. Just put that in your notepad.
Yeah, I mean, like the Brickyard, that's the perfect example. Perfect example. I think in terms of the ovals, I'd probably rank them as Homestead, then Indy Brickyard, and then Daytona. I don't even want Daytona on the list. I think it's like they're not even corners, seriously.
Yeah, true that, man. Absolutely. I mean, the sports car circuit is completely different. Like, that thing's an absolute beast, especially for like dealing in power cars. We've not done Daytona often, though, it should be said. Although it is a very good track. It's just that, like, I don't know why, it just goes over our heads. Like, when you think about power tracks, you get things like Road America and Sebring and things like that, and a lot about Bathurst. It seems as though that Daytona gets a little bit overlooked.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's just because of like where we know it's all about the power cars, and on the infield circuit, it's also the case that the infield happens to like bottleneck at quite a few points, doesn't it? So it doesn't lend to a lot of side-by-side action, but it is a good track. It is a good track. I suppose we're just very selective about when it's safe to bring it out in the open lobbies.
Yeah, it's true that. I think using that, was it last week? Last week we used it for S-Class, didn't we? Yeah.
Look at this. Got a
couple.
good
then. Oh, okay, I'm the last one to pick a car.
Got a couple of Noble M600s here, donned by Greek and Scribbles. So I was speaking to Mr. Tab whilst I was having that kind of Xbox update crisis. This really just seems like such a fantastic car just to carry around any track in our class. So I have to see what these guys do with it.
100%. Yeah, it's got like very good momentum as well. It can just like carry the speed through the corners. It's one of those cars where it's effective at high speeds.
Yeah. Oh right, you guys have already had 2 races under your belt. I'm on the back foot here.
Yeah, man. I'm on pull again. Fancy that. And I'm in 4th already. Soon to be 5th.
Whoa, whoa.
Whoa. What happened there? Freak lagged massively. I think a few people did. Jeez, oh. For F's in chat for whoever that was that lagged out or left. I'm assuming that may have been Starkey, I'm not too sure though. Yeah, there's a lot of lag at the start, man. Like, I don't know what happened.
Well, he managed to capitalise quite a few positions after that malarkey, but I do already get the hint that this car is going to get dogged on this home straight. Oh, it's very wobbly around the curve. Yeah, not much speed. Not much speed. Oh, sorry, Rossi.
Yeah. All good, mate. It's just a little baby tap on my end. All good.
Oh, Davey.
Oh,
I think he had a bit of lock up on the brakes.
I was gonna say, I don't think I've ever seen Coca-Cola Light travel this fast before. As that is the livery on this car.
Oh, scribbles.
I don't know if that's like another thing for like Coke Zero or Diet Coke. I don't know.
Oh man, I can tell this has probably got 140 on the anti-roll bars. Oh, that thing really likes to wobble.
Yeah, I think that's for those cars. That Lancia doesn't really cope like a lot in terms of the legs on the straights. Probably more of a handling car, but kind of depends on what build you have on it.
This one's got about 580 horsepower from Jula. I think it's a bit more of a grip-based 7.4 handling. So.
Right,
It's got really good pull out of the slow corners, though. I have to give it credit to that.
Oh, like the battle with Great right now.
Looks like he's putting up a really good defensive game.
Yeah. I think these two cars just like kind of look similar on this track. They have similar strengths. The Noble just stretches out in like the kind of last quarter of the straight. Sorry.
Oh no, just completely killed the run. Not like this car has much of one anyway.
No, I don't think the Lancia has the better top end of the GT Racing Reborn cars that does reach 900 PI. Because it doesn't have the horsepower compared to things like the Nissan or the Porsche. Yeah. It's got about like more than 300 less than this Nissan, that Lancia. Yes, this one has 909 horsepower.
Wow, I was not imagining that.
Yeah, I think that's the reason why it has so much more power, is because it's front engines. Plus a mid-engine car like that, very light, very nimble through the corners, so that's why it probably would have less power in that aspect. Yeah, that Lancia is probably one of the harder cars to tune in this division. And tell you that from experience, mate, from the Le Mans Esports Series last year.
Oh man, yeah, I remember that. Handicap and I spent so much time trying to tune it, because one race we would have to do at actual Le Mans circuit as well. So like no aero, this car was such a pain to figure out.
Yeah, driving on Quota as well wasn't pleasant.
Oh, I bet. Done a sterling job with it though, Rossi. I do remember. Was it second place that you bagged in on that race?
Yeah, it was, aye. Like, I thought may have got first in that, but I managed to get up from like the back to second within 1.5 laps, and I was about to take first, but one of the people in front of me, who was in first, had a bit of a lag spike and braked so early, lost like 7 positions and tons of time to box. Oh, Box was behind me at this point because he spun round. I think he got spun. But Box was in a league of his own that week.
He was. There's no denying that, and I feel like that's why it's worth pointing out, because you did run a truly stellar performance that you're up against incredibly tough competition. It's just that I think Box's performance kind of overshadowed everyone else, because I don't think people were expecting the exact times he was putting down in that race.
Yeah, even through the qualifying round and the finals. I think the finals Box was just like...
He took it up a level, didn't he?
Box was like way up there. Yeah. Like, you could tell that he put in a lot of effort into honing his skill and kind of obtaining that, almost that perfection factor. I think he pretty much won every race he took part in, apart from the last one. Also got Yolomenes back in the chat. It's been a while. He's thinking about bringing along his Audi RS3 tonight, 914 brake horsepower. Woofed. Oh, 16.9, I'll take that. That was good. Oh, was that bot in the chat again, Nemesis? The would you like to be famous? I mean, like, if I ask that question, it's kind of like, well, you already know the answer. Yeah, geez, look at that. Like 3 16.9s, John, mate. That's what I like to call consistency across the podium.
Tight competition, that's what that is. That is very tight competition.
Yeah.
Starts you getting a clean 17.2 as well. Very fast stuff. I think I chose the wrong car,
yep,
evidently, but at least I've learned. You only figure these things out once you try it.
Yeah, I mean, you won't know until you try it, essentially. That's how I kind of think with these things. But I mean, the Lancia, it's kind of like a tricky car to determine which tracks it's good at. Kind of tricky in that aspect. SSR Drifty, how are you getting on today? Hopefully you're doing well.
Might try it.
Yeah, John, I don't think I asked you this question, because obviously the prompted us that you joined. But how's your week going so far, mate?
It's going okay. Just very busy, very busy. This day, you know, like, I did try to check up on the Xbox like earlier today, just for making sure everything was fine, and obviously that didn't pay off. But this is actually the first time that I've been on Forza since last week, actually. So, you know, time's just flown by. Work is just getting ever increasingly busy. But you know, grateful for all the things that I have. How about you, though? Into your second week of work and everything. You know.
Yeah.
I think you're beginning to acclimatise to it, energy-wise, or it's still getting used to it.
Yeah, a little bit more. Yeah. I mean, much more. I would say a little bit more advanced than week one in terms of how to kind of orientate myself around the building and kind of atmosphere I'm starting to pick up. It's been very interesting. Like, obviously, the job environment is completely different to university or anything I've experienced before, and I'm glad to continue to enjoy that experience. Also racking it up week by week. You know, the more experience, the better in that kind of aspect. So just take it as it comes, you know. And kind of starting to get used to these earlier nights rather than going to bed at like midnight or 1 in the morning. they're very, very different. Get tired earlier than what I would be like before.
Yeah. Well, this might not be like a popular opinion among people, but I personally enjoy feeling a bit tired earlier on in the evening compared to feeling wide awake to like 2 or 3 o'clock at night. You know, I've been there. I used to be such like a late sleeper and then just feel terrible in the morning. But it's just, I think it's just something you get used to. So with time, and especially now, I think it's perfect because you're starting to work as spring is coming into play, and you know, more sunlight every day, a little bit earlier in the mornings, later in the evenings. You know, it makes a very big difference. So hopefully it makes just a smooth transition for you.
Yeah, man. Like, you know, speaking about like, you know, more sunlight. I've had some incredible weather at the start of this week. Well, probably not Monday, but Tuesday and Wednesday was very nice. Well, Tuesday, yesterday and today, more rather. Very sunny outside. You could actually go out for a walk for lunchtime. Get to enjoy the sunshine a lot more often. So it's very good in that aspect. I totally agree with what you were saying there. You know, getting out, you know, doing something, you know, chilling out with workmates, you know, things like that. Like, absolutely brilliant. Fantastic, so it is.
Indeed. Yeah, Commando, I agree with you. We do need to get good in Ripperoni class. Yeah, that was a tough one.
Jeez, man, so indecisive with cars recently. I don't know why. What's that D squad in Starcan?
D squad is in the Lola 270 and Starchy's in the Ferrari P4. So, you know, they're in some beasts, absolute beasts. Davey sticking in that Viper 16, TPR Commando in TRP Commando in the 911 GT1. Shibbles in the 16 Viper. Not too sure. Oh, there we go. Yola Menace, Audi RS3. There we go, mate. Top stuff. I feel like because of this lobby size and probably the average speed of everyone, I actually cannot get away with a meme car. I just can't. It's not. It's just not going to be viable.
Nah, it's much harder to get away with this week, mate. I'll assure you that much. Also, we do have some big gun cars. I decided to bring out the Diablo with Greek to challenge these 1960s reveals. It's the O2R duo. Well, two of the O2R trio that have came along tonight. Just wanted to see O2R David making his Once in a While appearance. Lovely to see
Diablo
that.
GTR. Oh, that's funny. I might. Yeah, I think I'll join you guys. That'd be fun. Give the GTR some love.
Yeah, man. D-Squad, mate, all good, man. Like, all good, mate. Don't you worry at all about car choices. And it's still relatively new R class, so perfectly fine, my man. Perfectly fine.
Oh, Greek, he's gone in the
He's in the Chappie, he's in the shopping trolley.
Oh wow.
Well, look that kind of blue colour kind of looks weird on that, but you know I can go with that. That's brilliant. Just waiting for Commando to choose his weapon of choice. Know what car he's gonna pick.
Ooh.
Oh, he's gonna go Diablo as well. Three yellow Diablos. Ooh.
I don't know if Commando's already mentioned this like earlier to you, Rossi, but he says might be seeing a gamer tag change for Commando pretty soon. Oh boy. Oh, I'm gonna be thinking about that all race now. All race.
Oh, two Diablos nearer the back. That's John in the back and that Diablo.
Oh, sorry, Davey. You go ahead.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how the Diablo works around here.
Yeah. I think I've only ever driven this around Catalonia, so I don't know how this will hold up.
I'm assuming this car can probably do like, I don't know, 54s, 53s maybe? I'm thinking. Because obviously like the GT1s, like the Lotuses, probably do optimum times of 41s, 42s. I'm assuming this is like 2 or so seconds off. You know, bumping and grinding. Let's make it 3 wide. Yeehaw!
Dong Johnson, good to see you, man. Good to see you. Just got back from work, have you? Okay, just in time then. You haven't missed much. Haven't missed much at all. Glad to see you here. Let us know how your day's been so far.
Ah. Dong Johnson chanting in both chats, man. Absolute
Look at that,
legend,
dual
as he
wielding,
is.
like an absolute pro.
Look at that, Axel the Ferrari. Absolutely brilliant. Oh, wrong line. Another defensive masterclass from Starkey here.
This seems to have a lot of body roll on the front.
Oh shit. Yeah, I may have touched the grass there, so the car wouldn't rotate much.
Oh, bit of evasive action. Avoid that shopping trolley. Oh my god. This car is really weird.
Yeah, it is weird. It's one of those weird cars, man.
It feels a bit hard to predict just how much oversteer it's going to have before it kind of gets a bit of snap understeer. That's what I'm having with this too.
Yeah. Same here. I think it's the Diablo in general though. I don't think it's like the tune. I think it's just the car. I've had that issue quite a few times now. Hey Josh, man, don't think I said hello to you earlier, but how are you doing today? Don't worry Josh, man, you enjoy the second half of the football match. Hopefully you're starting to close each other down again.
Oh, sorry, Scribbles.
A little bit.
Oh, God.
Is there a collision between you and Scribbles there, John?
Yeah, it was for the fast left-handed King. He had to slow down a fair bit to wrap the Viper around, so I bump into the back of him, end up just giving him a speed boost whilst I end up getting TCS bog off like out of the turn. So yeah, lost out a good second there, but it is what it is. See if we can reel in him and the trolley of Greek in the next lap.
Oh, let's go for the blitz. Oh mate, I think me and Stark had a good old bash at night. Time to get some new game. It's a little too late. Lost all the time again. Yeah, I mean it's kind of unpredictable that I've turned traction control off for this car. I don't think I'll be able to catch D-Squid Billy. But I will probably be catching a lot for this section if I don't slide out.
Oh, nice move, Scribbles, nice move. Nowhere to go.
Oh. D-Squid's feeling the pressure.
Oh, this is going to make for an interesting finish.
I'm not going to get him. Really, I'm in a chunk of that lap though.
Come on, get the inside. Oh no, Forza glue, Forza glue. Oh boy.
So they did an interesting finish for you there, John?
Yeah, it was very tight, very tight.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Scribbles and I had Forza glue literally at the last turn, so we both just scrubbed off each other's speed. But it's close, it was close.
Yeah, it looked as though that D-Squad lost a lot of time in those last two sectors. Primarily because the Diablo can carry so much more momentum than the Lola does. But the Lola doesn't have as much active aero as the Diablo. I think at the same time, I think D-Squad don't think he took Magnus and Beckett's that well, it looks like, but GG's to Starkey and D-Squad there, man. Not quite enough to get him at the end, although very close. Nah mate, D-Squad mate, you still held the win, so sure win in my book, your win. I don't think Greek got on well with that chaparral, John. He just mentioned that in the chat. I don't think the tune suited his driving style to such extent.
Yeah, I think the same goes for me. If the Lambo, it's like it's quite quick to hook up with the oversteer, and then about halfway through the turn, it like the car then rebounds, and then I just massive understeer. So I think I'll try a few different tunes there because as you just demonstrated, it's capable of some good times around here.
Yeah, man, 100%. Right, it was just past 9 o'clock. I think it's probably about time that we do our team race for this evening. Got to join as well. Renter, my man. If you're
What a
listening
beast!
in,
What
welcome.
a beast!
Absolute mad lad.
Renter is an absolute legend.
Very painter.
Previously
Yeah.
a man of AMS for multiple years, but this man as a privateer, he's got all the skills. He knows how to drive, he knows how to tune. He's got it all. Awesome to see him here.
Yeah, he really developed as a driver as well.
Yeah.
Like from when I first met him to now, like he's really got a lot faster since I first met him. It was way back in I think I met him at near the end of Forza 5, so I've known him for about 5-6 years now almost. It's been a while. I'm probably more known for his paints, but tuning he's ranking himself up. Definitely.
I think he always
Just a
drives
quick
on
question
a
to you,
wheel
John.
as well, Rossi.
What? Yeah, he's a big wheel
Yeah.
fan on this game. Like, truth be told, likes his wheel. Yeah, gets a lot of pleasure out of it as well. That's the main thing. As long as you're having fun with it, then that's what counts.
Yeah.
So, you think we should do the full version or full outs of this track? The team race?
Whichever one has the big banking, the fast final turn, which I think is alt.
Hold on, is it Homestead we're talking about, or is it Monza?
Oh, never mind. Don't mind. Don't worry. I completely forgot. Yeah, completely forgot. This. I'm telling you, this Xbox update drama has seriously just flipped my brain upside down. Monza, let's have turn one. Let's have turn one. Let's go.
Right,
yeah.
turn one the chicane,
yeah,
or turn
I want
one
some
the...
chicane madness.
Right.
Like we're going there.
Alright. Alright, okay.
Because I think it just
So,
poses a bit of an extra challenge for the guys who are going to go for the full power beasts of our class, you know.
Yeah, man, 100%, mate. And there's CTSI, thank you so much for the follow, mate. It's much appreciated. Hopefully you're having a great day today. Hopefully all is well. There we go. You see, we don't even need to switch, man. John, you're in red. I'm in team blue. I've got Davey, Scribbles, Commando, and Renta. There
My
we
team
go.
does look a bit
Yeah,
stacked,
Greek.
I'm not going to lie. My team does seem a little bit stacked. So let's be, in that case,
I mean, it's
we need to balance this out with our car choices. YOLO Menace with the R-Class Alfa Romeo GTA. That's what I'm talking about, man. Pretty sure that's what I rocked up the last time we done R-Class. I had very...
Whose team is Jolomane this one again?
I had very mixed results. These...
Okay, this is a power track, right?
D
so
squared with the 6.4
I-
handling back mono, Rossi. Oh my god.
BC Mono. Oft. It's a very good car if I remember correctly. With a D-square tune equipped.
Right, I need to have a quick
Oh,
look at a
I
list
don't
of...
know.
Because I did get a little list of cars. Not for Monza, but just in general, because there's some retro cars I really want to run.
See, you've got Command on a Porsche. Okay, got Davey in a Viper, good choice. Starkey in his Noble M600. That's be a good pick. He's got his BC Mono Greek in the Chaparral shopping trolley. Don't know how long he's going to stick with that one. Yeah, BC Mono seems to be very good that you've cooked up there, D squared. 100%. A very good car. How much did the Greek sniper Starkey and D squared get paid?
Too much. Too much.
Oh mate, they were bribed before the teams were even allocated.
Yeah, I was, you know, like I set up a secret Discord with these boys. I was like, look, guys, I'm gonna sleep on this. I'm not gonna join the lobby for like half an hour. Pretend that it's an Xbox failure, and then you boys join me for the team race. Yeah, good. Everyone was like, okay, nice. You can give us all the biscuits and cookies and shortbreads later.
We can switch it up. What do you mean by that, D-Squad? What do you mean by we can switch it up? The teams can stay the same. I'm not bothered at all. Not bothered at all. Just quite funny how Forza allocated it. Keep teams the same. Starkey goes, how much do I have to pay to get that T1 chicane removed? Unfortunately, that is priceless. Doesn't have a price.
Yeah, to be fair, like D squared and Starchy are probably the guys that hate that chicane the most out of this lobby. So I like to think that psychologically, it kind of weights it a bit into your advantage there. Very slightly.
Brilliant. Well, we've got Slaps Phil in the chat joining us, man. Slaps, how's it going, mate? Hopefully things are going well for you so far. How's life been treating you recently? Yeah, Maserati Whisperer in the lobby, John.
Man.
In the chat,
this man is too fast. He's too fast. I can't even try to mock this guy. He's just too good at the game. Even though he just doesn't play anymore. Whenever he's like, oh, give it a go, he just rocks up. Easy wins. So what are people going for, Rossi? What's the consensus?
D Square's the BC Mono, Starkane at Noble M600, I'm the Carrera, Renters in the Jag, XJ220 of course, Commando in the Nelip GT1, Davey in the Viper, and Scribbles in the Celine S7. So a good variety of power cars, I'd say.
Oh yeah, sounds like it. Does sound like it. I've just been trying to go a bit out there with my choices, but you know, I think I'm gonna have to reel it back in now.
Yeah, man. We're sticking with these good old Celine S7. There we go. Absolutely brilliant. Heard you racing on Saturday, Ross. What would I be racing on Saturday, Slaps, out of curiosity? You've got myself curious now. The only thing I changed in terms of streaming schedule was moving the GTs from Tuesday 3 to 5. I moved it to Sunday 3 to 5 instead. So GTs on Sunday from now on. Oh right, that one. I'm streaming during that time when they're racing. Plus I'll be busy at that point, so I'm unable to make it at that time, I'm afraid to say. But I will be keeping tabs on that race, 100%. Ooh, John, the Mustang! Brum, brum.
Yeah, haven't tried it before. We'll just have to see how it goes. See how it goes.
Okay, boys and girls, ladies and... Oh, thank you. And I had to turn traction on. Excellente.
Up against some absolute animals here. Oh boy.
Ooh, Scribbles is unready himself.
Oh, come on, YOLO.
Them saying thoughts about Celine.
You know what you have to do, YOLO.
On,
just leg it off the line. You need to beat everyone to turn one, and after that, you just hold everyone up. I want to see
Alright, there we go. Let's get our team race underway.
I want to see some disgusting levels of blocking and defending. Here we go, team race of the evening. Oh man, I'm near the back as well. This isn't promising. I just want to see where YOLO Millis gets. Oh, he's off. Oh, come on.
I went on the grass because I've seen a few people were coming in hot. Oh, thank you for the bump, baby. Oh, they're like a bit of a pleb right now. So Team Red 1-2, Blue 3-4-5, Red 6, Blue 7-8. Red 9-10.
Yeah, YOLO has effectively yeeted himself into the time barrier. I think he tried to make evasive action to not ruin Davy's run, so it was a good thing he done. Just had to sacrifice himself in the process.
Celine and Carrera seem to have a very similar top speed, or rather acceleration rates. We won't know until raw top speed until the main straights. Scribbles unfortunately making a mistake, so we won't be able to figure that one out until we catch Greek. forget lads, we've got one pit stop as well, so there's that variation to take into account. Commando going for the supreme undercut. Hitting lap 1 like an absolute boss. But yeah, Slaps, it's very good to see that you're getting on well, living the dream. Love it, man. How are you getting on with the Mustang, John?
I'm getting there. Oh. Just overtook Scribbles on the inside. I think he extended a little bit into the gravel at turn 2. This car, I'm having to get used to how late you can brake with it, and also,
yeah,
I understand that it does suffer from a fair bit of turbo lag as well. So I think it's just a car I'm gonna have to spend the whole race learning. So, but you know, counting on my teammates up front to do most of the work for the team today.
Yeah, man, absolutely. I mean, like that Mustang, among many others in that division, with their turbos, are sometimes hard to predict, shall we say. Isn't easy.
Oh, I think Renter had a little bit of drama. But he's still ahead. He's
in Team Blue. There you go, Renter. Go on, lads. Seems though that Starkey has the lead grabbed with an iron fist, seems for now. He's got that top end sorted with that no aero noble. No aero noble.
the noble.
His squared is still looming in behind. The EC mono somehow keeping up. Don't know how, but it is. Okay, no worries, man. Start some mountain biking. Very interesting activity. It's actually been a while since I was last on a bike, so I can't really quite relate to that. But hopefully, I'm looking forward to the mountain biking season to commence, if it hasn't already. May as well got a rubbish exit. There's myself and Greek. Go for the box.
Oh, Renter and Scribbles going for the pit strategy as well. I think I'll run out one more lap and then join to see how things fare out.
Join the pit train. Oh, I think I may have caught up to Greek through the pits a little bit. Yeah, the Team Rossi pit crew seems to be on point. Commandos, fair bit back. Oh, Greek braking late, so did I. Commando losing a position there, or more importantly time. Unfortunately that Porsche chin doesn't really have the legs in the straights, but it can glide through the handling sections all perfectly alright.
Oh, gone too deep. Ooh. Whatever time I gained, I've definitely just lost it and more.
Ah. I was going to ask you as well, how does the Mustang drive on this track?
I don't know, to be honest. Like, I don't know what a good lap time's around here, so it's just impossible for me to really gauge if it's doing good or not. But the turbo lag does feel very difficult to gauge.
Yeah. I'll let you know what times I'm getting when I cross the line, just as a point of reference, really.
In fact, I haven't even kept track of what I've done so far for lap times.
Yeah, hopefully you don't get a bad body slaps. Want you in top form, my lad. 37.7 in the Carrera so far.
Yeah, look at that, lost way too much time. And we've gone too deep. Great. Oh, you're not meant to just go by. No point.
Oh, brakes at the gravel trap. Oh. Don't worry about that, great. All good. I bogged down. That affected me too much. Is this the last race? Certainly not, Drift King. We've got more races to come. See that the Carrera still looks bogged down at certain locations. Also need to remember though that we're also up against D squared, we can't forget about that. So it's going to be 3 Team Red members in the top 4. I don't think we're going to get Starkey. We're going to get in front of D squared, that's a guarantee.
Yeah, Team Red will need at least a second, third and fourth to stand a chance for the points.
These guys are going to get a first, third and fourth.
Might do it, but not sure. It'll still be very close for points even if it stays this way.
Yeah, I think so.
I find it really hard to gauge if this is going to break in time or not.
Yeah man, absolutely. Yeah, Drift King, no worries did. Always did. Door's always open, just let me know when you're wanting an invite by sending me a message. This Carrera's so fragile through the Ascari chicane. Most power cars are. Although it kind of gets escalated if the car likes to bog more naturally. Starkey with the win. Nicely done, mates. GG, couldn't quite catch up to you, man. Well, at least you've got consistency going, Menace, consistently drifting in the last corner. At least you're enjoying yourself in that Alfa Romeo GTA. I think 6 laps was a good amount, Commando. Just in gate, like, because obviously it's mostly straight, so all good in that aspect. So just visually looking right now, Team Red has got 28 points. Team Red has got 9, 6, 15, 20, 24, 27. Yep, Team Red wins by 1 point. Nice done, boys.
Ooh, close one, close one. Well done, Starchy.
Yeah, close,
Well
man.
done, Starchy, for taking the win. Greek and D Squared for all holding it down up front. Nicely done.
Some quite mental maths right there.
That's what you're getting paid for. That's what you're getting paid for, my man. Big brain.
Yeah, man, Team Red. There we go. Love to see it. Team John taking home the cup tonight.
Oh, it's about time as well. It's been a little while. I've had a couple of losses.
I think you guys. I don't know if you guys won last time
I
out
don't think so.
or the time before. Like, but yeah, I think Team John getting the win. Nicely done.
We've
Must win
definitely
a lot
taken a
bit.
few L's in the beginning
Yeah.
of 2021. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I think so. It was glad to see that you guys are on the top step once again. Excellent to see. Right, John. What track do you fancy next? For more back to normal racing with a free for all kind of stance.
Yeah, good question. So the power track. Maybe Spa. I don't know if Spa is good for.
Let me run through some quickly to see if I can give you a reminder.
Yeah, sure, man. Sure.
Okay, so we've got Bathurst, Brands, Catalunya, we've already done Catalunya, Kota, Daytona, Hockenheim, Bugatti Circuit, Lime Rock, Long Beach, got Laguna, Mugello, Narb,
Oh,
Prague.
how about
Rosam.
yeah, how about Nürburgring GP? Nürburgring GP always goes down well in our class. It'd be nice to visit the Nürburg as well. It's a bit of like a commemoration for Sabine Schmitz, who sadly recently passed away.
Yeah,
the
man.
Queen of Nürburgring. You know, absolute legend in the motorsport world, and you know, will be surely missed. So yeah, hopefully we can. You know, have a good few battles
Yeah, 100%,
up and
man.
down the order to commemorate her competitive spirit. Funny enough, she actually ran like
Yeah,
a
man.
really successful taxi service around the Nürburgring. So she wouldn't just drive people on the track; she'd drive people to the track as well. So there you go, fun fact of the day.
Jeez, oh, I didn't know that actually. Yeah, very interesting indeed. Very interesting. Like, probably came like I think probably most people would remember from Top Gear when she absolutely slapped Jeremy Clarkson's time round the Nürburgring Nordschleife, and I think it was it a diesel powered Jag? I think it was diesel powered Jaguar. And then the next time we seen her on Top Gear, she drove the transit van.
The transit van, yeah.
Yeah, the transit van was the second time. Oh, John, Stark has challenged you to a 1v1.
Oh shoot! Is that a muscle car 1v1? That's what we need to know. Is it?
You just said
Is
1v1.
it classic 1v1? Well, it probably means the. Oh yeah, he's going out. Okay. Okay, I've been challenged. Means I have to. That is my internal rule. I can never pass down a 1v1.
Yeah, man, can't you especially from the Starkinator. The Starkinator, sorry. Yeah, there you go. Hey, Hannon, I don't think I said hello earlier, Hannon. I think I may have, but I'm going to say hello again. How are you doing today? Oh, Nemesis to launch some gambas. That'd be pretty interesting if he's still here. Yeah, Jez and Schmitz were only separated by 9 seconds. Yeah, well, that was when Schmitz was in the transit van, 10 minutes, 8 seconds compared to Jez's 9:59 in the Jaguar. Later, faster. Yeah. It's pretty impressive though that she managed to get within 10 seconds of Jez's jag time.
It's insane. It's completely insane. That's what it is.
I know. 100%. You challenged me to go on the IMSA Mustang. I could do that. Is there any other car I can choose for this track apart from the Mustang? Yeah, I think I could try the Mustang. Why not? Let's scroll back up. I'll give the Mustang a good go around here. I don't think I've tried the Mustang much on Nürburgring GP before. So it'll be an interesting experience, shall we say. Oh, Starkey's shared his Darchin apparently.
Indeed, he has. He's had a lot of downloads on it as well.
Screen.
A lot of downloads.
Lovely.
I mean, like, I think I actually need the extra 30 PI just to hold up with it. Like, that's how ridiculous the dart is. Come on,
Yeah,
though, with the cheap wheelers. Oh, yes.
Oh my god.
Yes, we need to expand
Mate,
our battles among each other. That's good stuff. Yeah, Big Gap, that's right. Yeah, she had cancer. To be honest, I didn't know about much of it myself. It was only recently that I come to learn about that.
Oh.
So yeah, really tragic, really tragic.
Oh,
but she,
mate.
you know, she's left a bit of a legendary mark. There's no doubt about that. So,
Mate, if we're bringing out the friggin' meme cars, we're going to bring out the ultimate one of the bunch.
the double down,
Hey, double
the
down.
double down. Oh, look at them wheels! Look at them wheels. That is
Super slick. Apologies, Scribbles, but the memery calls, and I shall answer.
Oh, I just got a really beautiful message from Don Johnson, Rossi. He says, between John, Greek and Rossi, you three have motivated and inspired me to get faster and become and race cleaner. Cheers to you all. Well, cheers to you, Don Johnson, 420. Cheers to you, man.
Yeah, man.
You are always supporting us, week in, week out, no matter what, on both streams, and you're a legend. You're a legend. Really appreciate that, and it kind of goes to exactly why Rossi and I started this endeavour in the first place, so really happy to see that we're leaving a positive mark for you. Yeah, that's
man.
definitely made my day.
100%. Yeah, same here, absolutely. Scribbles, what car would that be? Like, what car you wanted to get access to? Just out of curiosity, just because like everyone else is ready, and it take a little bit. Your M1. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I'll do that for the next race if that's okay. Just because like most people are pretty much ready right now. Commando, if you please like to press your good old X button, if that'd be grand. Thank you very much, boys. Let's do it. 32 PI flex and 100% Starkey, man. That's quite a matter.
It's a strong
right
PI
now.
flex. That's probably worth, I don't know, maybe like 5 seconds.
Right, you're about to witness the best acceleration ever.
Where are you? Well, it's a good thing you started near the back.
Yeah.
Hello, start sheet.
Oh shit! I slapped Greek. My apologies, Greek.
Sorry, Commando. Getting in a punchy mood, and I'm taking it out on you.
Come on, Greek, send up the insides.
Oh, Dong Johnson. I don't know if it's best show on the whole interwebs. I don't know about that, but I'll take it. It's pretty good. Thank you, buddy. And this is why it's not. Because when I only get to drive 1 day a week, this is what ends up being the case. Yeah, Oh, Commando wants a 1v1. I will take that. Need to see this Mustang in action.
Oh shit, that is way too wide, man. Holy crap. Yeah, I'm not representing this Ford very well so far.
This is how you overtake. Didn't even work. He's obviously missed the hill, missed the crest. Top stuff. Try and hug the apex. Give him space.
This car sounds absolutely lit.
Well, that Mustang's got a fantastic pull.
Commandos one or Struggles is one?
Commandos. Thanks for the pointer, Riser. It's the first time I've tried, literally. Without the Forza race regulations on. Oh, Commando nearly going wide. Learned our lesson, brake a lot earlier.
Mate, why am I driving so crap with this car? Like, I'm so terrible in this thing.
Let's try the undercut. Oh.
I have to get my shit together, man. This is terrible.
Lads here. Oh, now Commando's just teasing me with the drifts. Seems like Starchy might be holding his own amidst the pack actually in the dark. Because he's certainly not back here.
I don't even know where he is actually.
Controller batteries are low, that's ridiculous. These are fresh ones, mate.
Oh, whoa. Whoa, what was that? I need to watch that one, jeez. This engine sounds absolutely awesome.
Oh, he's up the inside. Nothing we can do. Got us under the braking. I don't know what I'm doing. That was not intentional, viewers. It was not.
We're trying to see if I can actually keep this on the track.
Oh boy. Ah, missed him. Missed him. Oh, come on, that definitely looked worse for you than it was for me.
Yeah, Renza's got the last podium position in his pocket, man. That was a good race there. Good race. The job was absolutely terrible for the first 2 laps. First 2 or 3 laps rather, shall we say. And was kind of all over the place in that Ford, but it is called a meme car for a reason.
Oh my god. Alright, that's it. Let's just save time. GG Starchy, GG's Commando. Too good for me, too good. Exposed me for the noob that I am.
John, a noob. Jeez, man, that's news. Yeah, that shouldn't look better, Greek, man. You looked in a completely different zone in that chaparral there. Bringing on the fastest lap. Well, fastest out of all the laps, but obviously D-squared is clean, so yeah, there's that. Yeah, Greek, I was the same, man. Like, it took me a while to get used to that Ford. That Ford was completely bonkers, 1000 horsepower with all-wheel drive. And it wanted to slide every time you went into first gear. It's kind of like the equivalent of pressing the handbrake. Yeah, how was the race for you, John? How was it competing against Commando and if you've seen him Starkey?
Oh, Commando was a true gentleman. You know, just throwing drifts around me like it was nothing. Completely schooling me around the German battledrome. So just have to take it as it is. It was a big L for John, but it was a good race all the same. Good stuff.
Yeah, man, true. Right. Next track. Ooh, you thinking the battledrome, John?
I mean, where else? Where else to go? Where else to go? That is. This is the place.
May as well. Like,
this is the place.
It is. That is, man. It is the holy grail of essentially our open lobbies for one of the best tracks on the roster for what we do every week. We've good battles here all around. Probably on average gives us one of the best races, best battles alongside Silverstone and probably in the low classes Prague in that aspect. I think Prague's very underrated in terms of the lower classes, as we've proved time again, John. Every time we've did Prague in the lower classes.
It always delivers fun. It always does. I tell you what, its only weakness in Forza 7 is the track limit of the alleyway. That's literally it. If that was just wall to wall, oh man, so much fun can be had because everyone can just yeet it down there. Then I think the track limits actually kind of often add to a bit more collisions at that part because people taking various different speeds on corner entry and braking and all of that. But yeah, right, time to get back into a bit of an IMSA GTO classic. So I started out in the Lancia, didn't look good around Indy, put a bit more horsepower into it, got a build with 672 horsepower. Oh geez, my thing's dying.
Your scribbles, man.
Okay.
Got your back, bro.
Give us a
And
second.
thank you to Veranda AV for the follow,
Ladies and
mate.
gentlemen.
Thank you very much. Much appreciated.
So
Hopefully
these are
having a
rechargeable
stellar
batteries,
day
by
so
the way.
far.
These batteries are supposed to last hours and
Hopefully all is
hours.
well.
But I think because I have used them for maybe, I don't know, maybe like 6 months. You know, like using it, recharging it, using it, recharging it.
See, probably pick something
I think
that's
they've completely
got
lost their
good
life
cornering
expectancy now.
ability. That's something I wanted for Watkins
Here's what it is.
results.
See if we can
Something
last
that has
just this final
probably
race with
about
some other batteries.
a minimum of 6.8, 6.9 handling, perhaps. Something that can keep its speeds going through the bends. Probably a difficult find, to say the least. Well, yeah, it's very difficult actually. Obviously, like the selection of R-Class cars I have is probably smaller than what I have at S and A. Obviously, the higher in class you go, kind of like less cars that can that's capable of reaching the top end. Starkey's redeemed Koenigsegg. Alright, okay, that's our car picked in. Koenigsegg Regera. Why not?
Well, Commando says that after that sick drifting session, he deserved to use the 911 GT1. You go for it, man. You go. You do you. I know this. There's been mixed results this evening, and if you want to finish it with a bang, you go, man. You try and give it to these O2R boys, Greek, Renter, the whole shebang. Such fast guys here.
Like, Yola Menes just picks the best cars, man. Like, he's in a Clio. He's a Renault Sport Clio V6, man. Absolute beast.
I am curious if that's actually still like a decent car in A class, because I know that in B and A in the older games, it was actually really competitive on some leaderboards.
Yeah, I need to check that one out actually for the next time we can go down into that class of racing. 100%, John. Bring up a very good point once again. I think I'm kind of thinking that car could be good. You know, if you get the right amount of handling. This Clio weirdly is, I think it's mid-engined rather than like typical Clios being front-engine, front-wheel drive. This is rear-wheel drive, mid-engined, being a very unique Clio in that aspect. Right, John, are we ready to go?
I believe so. 10 people on the grid, all ticked up.
There we go, man. And shall we say, we're going to have an absolute terrible start. This Koenigsegg's launch, in other words, it's pretty shit. Like, you know, gets off the line very slowly.
Strong words.
But, yeah, but as soon as it gets going, man, it flies around the corners. Conveniently, we're at the back, so we don't need to worry about avoiding people.
Well, the Forza gods have been kind to us with P1 on the grid, but not to worry. Lost half the positions by turn 1. Yola Menace with the drift, good stuff.
Yeah, you're right, Slaps. I think I've driven that Clio once. It's pretty weird.
Uh-oh.
Oh, right the pilot! Oh no! What happened there?
I believe there's some lag going on between Renter and Greek. Up through the S, and then I was there, and well, you know how it is. R-Class, Ripperonis. It delivers. Put it on the stream title. Glad it's living up to its reputation.
Or rename it to Rampant Class, or
You come back here, Renter. Let's have a little battle. See how these old cars do against each other.
yeah, man. Oh, someone's went wide. Oh, sorry, Davey. That's my fault. Apologies. That's on me, mate. You don't need to slow down. I was the one that turned into you. Just that sometimes in this kind of car, I need to take a certain line. Come on, Koenigsegg, man, stop faffing around.
Sorry, YOLO, but you know, you drifting whilst we were trying to race. What did you expect was going to happen? Sorry, not sorry.
Struggles with that ultimate inside line defense. Unfortunately, the Koenigsegg's handling capabilities are better than that of the Noble. Here's probably the Koenigsegg's weakest spot on the track. It's a very slow exit, shall we say, from the long right.
Seems to be going a bit evenly paced with Renter here. I hope he doesn't get much faster, because otherwise I'm going to be able to keep up with the superior straight line speed of that Nissan he's got.
Oh, Greek.
Or Datsun, sorry.
Greek, my boy. Oh, Davy's back in his Viper. Oh, sorry about that, Greek. Just that this car's very momentum based. I don't know why, but I feel as though recently, John, like, I don't know about you, but recently it feels as though, the car volume's a little bit louder.
Might be, I don't know, it might be after the update. The Xbox update I had.
I've not touched any of the volume buttons recently. It seems as though like car engine noises are louder.
Might be the case. Might have to throw that to the chat, see if anyone else has noticed the same trend.
Very weird.
Yeah, Dong, Johnson, I thought I'd just throw it up with the hood cam, why not? We're not in the mix of the pack right now, so we can afford to try an alternative view. It's definitely fun in these cars. Some cars I do genuinely find it more comfortable to be in hood cam instead of chase. Especially cars that are set up for a bit of oversteer. I just find that I'm able to more quickly see them kind of micro adjustments in the roll bars and stuff like that.
A very good battle here with Davey and Greek.
Oh, just bogged down completely. Bye bye, Renter. We won't be catching you now. We're holding similar pace though. Yeah, I kind of see what you mean there, Don Johnson. In some ways it's hard to tell what the car's doing. I can't really tune using the hood cam. That's something I have not learned to do. But there are some benefits to it.
Bass tunes for the win.
Yeah. That's if you figured out a good bass tune.
They just tinker it from there. Yeah, that's sometimes how I do it. Like, I think John's probably more along the same lines as well.
Yeah, the thing is though, I don't have like a bass tune that I use for all cars though, so I don't think I've got one that really works.
Right.
But I usually try and go with a rough idea, judging by what type of engine the car's got, if it's front wheel drive, rear wheel drive, and then also if it's a front engine, mid engined, You can always kind of adjust your springs, like depending on whether the engine's at the front or the back. But apart from that, it's all a bit of a guessing game to me. Just trial and error.
We had to slow down quite a chunk there. Jeez. But yeah, get to what you mean now. Oh, he's left the door open. He's left the door open. I'm gonna get that gap. Question is, can we keep it?
Oh well.
Hey Vortex man, what's up mates? Yeah man, I'll need to tinker with the volume actually, now that you mentioned it, because I need to have a look at the car's volume. Seems as though it may have changed itself really. I think it's probably more my car volume than anything else really. Yeah, that or the master game volume. Probably turn the master game volume down. Okay. Oh, hit the wall. GG's. Or do you have a turned off Vortex? Oh, I didn't know that.
Good race, Winter.
Well, what did these squad do? Or did you invent to have a good race?
No, we didn't get to battle much actually, but we were running very similar times. You can see they're nearly identical lap times. Just
Yeah.
you know, after our collision, I waited up for him. Then we had a little battle, and then I just had a little traction bog issue, and then he got away, but managed to keep the same times. So
Yeah, man, 100%. I really need to turn this game volume down because I don't know what on earth is
yeah,
going on
definitely
with
have
it.
a look at the setting. Now we're back in the.
Yeah, I think it's like in both Forza games, I think.
Let's look at them times. Let's see what some of you guys were doing. With any. Let's try again. Okay, that's weird. Doesn't seem to be showing me the results for the previous lobby.
But let me change it by 2 clicks. Yeah, because I don't think I saved the last time I did it, because I think I may have pressed B by accident rather than A. So I don't think I saved it before. But I think we've had a very good night's worth of racing, John. Is anything popping up in the future for you, or any last thoughts before we end?
No, just want to thank everyone who's been tuning in, week out, and also I've had quite a bunch of new people in the last like 7 days, week, who have jumped on since the last stream. I've had like 30 or like 32 more subscribers on the channel, so you know, thank you guys for jumping on board, giving us a shot. As you can see, got weekly streams going on consistently, always rotating through car classes as well, so not much content in the pipeline other than the streams for now, but yeah, just really appreciate everyone who's jumping on board, and again to some of our fantastic guests in the lobby that we see right here, super fast people. Cannot afford to joke around with these guys, simply too fast.
Yeah, man, not only fast, but they're very clean as well.
Indeed.
That's the main one.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's something that we definitely cherish having in our open lobbies. Clean racing, doesn't matter how fast or slow you feel, as long as it's clean racing, everyone's always welcome every week. So yeah, I'll leave it to you, Mr. Rossi,
man.
our fantastic host of the night, to
Yeah, I think my voice squeaked there before I was starting to talk. Like, I think my voice kind of dropped like massively. But anyway, enough about that. We've had a very good race tonight. Our class, always brings out our inner racecraft. So I think racing tonight's been brilliant. And if you would like to see similar content as to what you've seen today, please drop a follow to the Twitch channel. It'd be much appreciated. Do 3 streams per week, next one being Saturday on Horizon 4. Forgot to mention that today, but you know, hopefully I should do that for future streams, just because you know I've had a long day. And also, please be sure to drop a subscription on John's channel to be sure you keep up to date with these YouTube streams. And also, I do have a Discord going. Probably see if I can leave the link to that in the chat. Everybody's more than welcome to join it, to join in on the conversation. Anything from Motorsport 7 to Horizon 4, and also motorsport events and real life. We talk about anything down to that. And we also have a memes channel, so if you feel like sharing any memes, then you're more than welcome to do so. But unfortunately, that's all we've got time for tonight. Thank you so much for joining myself and JSR John for tonight's racing. Once again, we'll be doing it at the exact same time next week, so be sure to join us as a dynamic duo then. But until then, guys, catch you later on this week, and yeah, take care.